Hey, this is Mark the Meerkat with the tale of two trades today, and boy, this has been one unbelievable week in the Grok day trading chat room. Hey, let's take a look here on RH. Now, RH had boomed up this morning because it had increased its earnings. So here it was at opening. It was up like 22%, something like that, up here at 120 area. And it was starting to form what we call a low base right here. So I set a trade. Going to let the market come to me on a short just below the 117.50 because the 118 was acting as support, but it was piercing it down every once in a while. So let's take a look here, and it was moving, and then bam, I'm in here now at $117.24. I'm short right here, and I'm bringing my initial stop was up here at 118.41. I have a 1% stop that automatically gets activated as soon as I'm entered, and now it's basing down here at the 117.50. So now I'm going to bring my stop in just to reduce my risk a little bit here, just be above the 118 area here, because that was resistance or it was support, and now could become resistance, right? A little shield there, and the 118 even dollar amount to protect my stop. So let's see what happened here next here as we move forward. Whoops, it was basing, now it's going up, pops right up, gets me out, just like that. Out at 118.14 for minus 0.8% in just 4 minutes. All right, so again, it had gapped up a long way, and it's likely to try to fill that gap a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and set up another trade here if we get another low base or a bear pullback. So there it did. It popped up. It did a little bit of a bear pullback. Now it's basing here at the 117.50. So I'm setting a trade right below that area. And let's see what happens here. Ready to go short again. And there we go. And bam, it drops down really hard. I didn't get a great fill on that one. I was at 116.73 is where I got into my trade. I have 1% attached stop already in place here. Now it's basing at 116. 116, you see it's kind of stalling right there. And then look at that. Fell all the way down here and it was bouncing around the 115 area. So I took out half at 115.20 for 1.3% on the first half. And now it's, look at these really wild wicks on this thing. And so I'm putting my second half stop right down here by the just above the 115 area, because it did get pierced back down here. Again, tough to recreate this because it was a very dynamic candle. But it was back below the 115, down to the 114.50 area, and I put my stop there just above there, and sure enough, boom, it stopped out right after that for a 1.4%. So let's take a look at this second trade here. Again, it was low basing again. I got in when it went short. It based at 116, then dropped to 114.50. Took out half because it was just basing there, and then it started to get really whack-a-mole here, and so as it popped out, I got out. So this total trade was for 1.35% in 7 minutes. Now today ended up being, these are the first two trades of the day. The rest of the day was choppy, chop, chop. But this week has been incredible this week here. So let's take a look at today's trading here in the Grok day trading chat room. This was today. These were the first two trades that we just talked about on RH, and then we work our way down here, and as you notice, a lot of red here, right? But minus 0.5, minus 0.4, minus 0.5, minus 0.2. On my expense trades, I was able to cut my losers short, and then I was only able to get I wasn't able to get another trade even above 1% on the day on the income side. So I ended up with a very poor performing day today. We were 4 out of 13 for 30% success rate, very far cry from our 60% success rate. 0 errors, but in minus 1.7% for the day. But take a look at this week. Ooh, doggies, look at Monday. Monday, we were at 41% net. Again, we have a 5% target, folks. And with our model portfolio of investing $10,000 per trade, for every 1% we make, that would be would be $100. So we made about $4,000 in 2 hours here on Monday. Tuesday, also an unbelievable day. We were at 20 plus 25%. Yesterday, it started getting a little choppy. We were plus 3%. Today, minus 1. So for the week, we're at 69% success, income for the week, and which is our stretch goal at 10% per day would be 50% for the week, or $5,000. We're over $6,000 for the week, and we have one more day to trade. Again, if you'd like to join us in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room, you can just go to groktrade.com. That's right, groktrade.com. Right up here it says Day Trading Chat Room, and right here there's a video about my annual returns that I've had for all of last year. You can see what they were. Now, I have to admit, this week is not a typical week by any means. That 40-some% high that we had on Monday was the second biggest trading day that we've had in the history of the day trading chat room. And then then today we have an expense day. Usually there's not that much variation. We're usually hitting our 5% target more than likely. But anyway, you can read about our chat room right here, and then you can join us either on a monthly basis or on an annual basis. Again, either way, you have a 7-day risk-free trial. Trade with us for 5 trading days or 7 calendar days and see if it works for you. Hey, if it does, great. You can join us and move on from there and learn along with everyone else that's in the room. We trade from, we start about 9 a.m. Eastern time and trade till about 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern time, just for the first morning hours and of the trading day. And again, I'm calling out trades. Other people in the room are calling out charts or stocks that are moving big one way or the other, and we all just help each other be the best traders we can be. So if you like, come and join us for that risk-free trial. Hey, this is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember that emotions while trading will kill your account. And that's both good emotions as well as bad. Trade well.